Hello again, friends, and you are my friends, and it is hello again. I just thought I'd jump on, do another live, this time in a bit more familiar surroundings, back on what we've been doing for the last 5 years. I'm doing a channel update, where I sort of talk through what went through this morning. Is it a channel update? Is that what we call it? No, it's not a channel update. It's a behind the scenes. That's what it is. It's a behind the scenes video to show you sort of the hoops we went through this morning. And I'm well aware nobody will be watching this live, which is kind of why I'm doing it, because some of the things this morning weren't great, I'll be honest. And, you know, you reflect back, you watch back, and you're thinking, yeah, that didn't come across how I wanted it to. And I don't mean necessarily what was said. I mean the visual, you know, and yeah, I just sort of feel bad, really, because I try and do my best. I try and put forward the best quality that we can, and I'm trying to, and hopefully you can kind of see what we're trying to do in terms of moving the content forward, evolving the platform a little bit, showing you more information that you necessarily just don't see here, and all these different things. But it didn't quite go to plan. But that's kind of why we do it. It's in live test simulations, if you like, because it's no good it working just for me. If it works just for me, brilliant. If it doesn't work for you, there's no point in doing it. So we had to do that this morning. But I just want to apologize if I have to apologize. I think I'd probably do, because it wasn't the greatest of quality in certain places. And it certainly didn't come across how I wanted it to come across. So sorry about the fixture release reaction show not being our usual. And people might say, oh, don't worry, you're not usually that good anyway. But apologies. And there are some people watching this live, which I absolutely love and adore you for. But I jumped on kind of just to talk to myself, because I thought, oh, if I do an impromptu live, no one's going to watch. No one's going to be even aware it's happening. But I appreciate your comment there, Mike. You do a great job. It's all a learning process, trial and error. Yeah, appreciate that. I really do, because everything I do is to try and kick it on to make it better for you. But I'm well aware it didn't go, as I say, well in places. Obviously, the feed we had to hopefully update the fixtures didn't quite come through, still hasn't. So that's something we'll look at. And it might not even be an area we go into. This might be something we trial, look at it and go, do you know what? That doesn't really work with how we thought it would. Doesn't do what we thought it was going to do, and we go a different route, or we just abandon it altogether. But I just wanted to A, jump on and apologise, and then B, talk fixtures. It's an exciting time as a football fan, is it not? When the fixture list comes out, because then you start to dream. And by the way, it's not me jumping on looking for any sympathy. I'm just being real with you guys, as we have been since the start. I'm honest to the point. I am deadly honest, and I know when things haven't gone well, and I know when things have gone well. So it's not me, if you want to get the violin out, I'm not gonna disagree. But no, I just wanted to apologise, really, because you're everything. Yeah, this community we've built means everything to me, and I want to make the viewing experience better for you anyway. And appreciate the comments there, Noel and Dino. Appreciate that very much. As I say, not really what I'm doing. I just thought I'd update you all and bring you all in, really, because it's our platform for fans by fans. But anyway, fixtures. The most exciting time as a football fan. Well, not the most exciting time. I mean, signing a world-class player is probably the most exciting time. Winning the Champions League is probably the most exciting time. Not that I'm really aware of certainly one of those, but not maybe arguably two of those. Anyway, I digress. As you can see, I'm still pumped up, full of sort of adrenaline, if you like. But anyway, fixture list. Most exciting times. One of the most exciting times as a football fan. And it starts with Birmingham away on TV. Do we still have a Sky Sports curse? Is that still a thing, or have we sort of put that to bed now under Super Kieran McKenna? Let us know your thoughts on being on Sky first and foremost. Friday night, we are the Championship opener, I believe. I've not really seen the other fixtures. I don't think there'll be a game ahead of us. I wouldn't have thought there would be, but we are. So we'll go with that. We are the Championship opener. What are your thoughts on that one? Look, we are now the big team in the division, right? People are now looking at us to set the pace and be the marker. I'm excited by that, because obviously Birmingham coming up, a new side. I'm now going to be watching their transfer window with even more intrigue. In a way, I kind of want a big evolution there at Birmingham, because if they have a lot of players coming in, that might help us early doors. We all know under Paul Cook, the gelling process takes time. Then you've got Southampton up next. That they should be a top 6 side next year. There's question marks on Birmingham. Not necessarily from me, but will they go big? Will they not? Obviously, they absolutely blew League One away. So will they come into the division and have the momentum? So, will they be a top 6 side? You could argue that till the cows come home. But Southampton certainly should be a top 6 side. So that's arguably 2 top 6 sides back to back. That's a really tough situation, but also an exciting situation. I wouldn't quite call it Liverpool and Man City back to back, but it's in terms of the division and where you are, it's very similar in the sense of there'll be teams in this division that are big. They're nowhere near Man City and Liverpool's quality. That's not what I'm saying. Don't misconstrue what I say there. But there'll certainly be 2 tough tests. And then you've got, I think it's Preston away. Always a tough place to go, Preston. Obviously, have we had some good times there? I'm not sure if I remember any. But anyway, Preston away. And then Derby at home. So Derby promoted the year before last, consolidated last season. What are they going to be like? Lots of question marks, obviously, this early in the window about what a team's going to be like. But in terms of teams on paper, you've kind of, at this point, got to think, right, Preston and Derby, if you're going to be a top 6 side, if you're going to be a side that's going to set the pace, if you're going to get 100 points, if you're going to match any of the top 2 sides from last year, are you looking at those 2 games and going, got to be 6 points? Are you looking at the first 2 and saying 4 as a minimum? Let me know your thoughts on those first 5. Because it's a mixture, isn't it? It's a mixed bag, that first 5. You've got 2 teams that should be top 6, 2 teams that, last season were mid-table. One just got up. Preston have got new sponsors, Dino tells me. Gary says, is that a good thing as teams will make it hard to beat? That's very true. It's interesting first 5. Then, of course, you've got Norwich. I think it's 10th game into the season. So that's in October the 4th at home. Norwich. The Derby returns. That's always good. I saw a head-to-head only last night when me and George were going through some of the bits for the potentially new format, and I noticed that they've just stolen a little bit of a march on their head-to-head, which I'm not happy about, and we've got to change. We've got to get that back, and we'll see what we can do this year. Obviously, the last time we played Norwich, we were promoted in the Championship. That was a promotion season. Still didn't get the result that we wanted, home or away. 2-2 at home. The away fixture escapes me, but I'm sure someone watching this live or on catch-up will tell me. But either way, right, you got Manning in at Norwich. They had a few signings already. I've heard our Discord talking about how shrewd their signings are. So that's going to be an interesting one. When isn't it an interesting one? And form sort of goes out the window. So you could have a really good August and September. And form goes completely out the window in the Derby, as we know. And then, of course, you've got end of the season. We play Norwich on April the 11th, which these currently say April the 11th, etc., but they're going to change. Sky Sports, Derby, Sundays, etc., and end the season with QPR at home, which hopefully, sitting here on the 26th of June, is going to be a promotion party, right? But you just never know. You never know. Now it's all eyes on the window. All eyes now turn to Mark Ashton, the club, in terms of what we're going to do in the window, who we're bringing in, where we're short. I still feel we're short in midfield. I still feel we're short up front. I'm interested to see what happens with Axel, obviously, because I really like Axel. I think he really does a great job for what we want from that position, which is a player that can play right back, but also right centre back. It allows Leaf to go forward. If Leaf's still here, who's going to still be here? Who's not going to be here? Lots of question marks to be seen. So interesting times. Love it when the fixture list comes out. So I suppose next one is now, the transfer window, shirts. We're due a new shirt any day, I would have thought, aren't we? We're getting close. Mark said, we're very naive to think that we'll run away with this league. We can't take too much notice for the first few games, but we do need points on the board. Gary says, no news on new players yet, and losing key players doesn't help. Well, this is it. Like yesterday, great news about Dara O'Shea. And then we sort of, it was like, you can't have a nice thing for one day. So we're now going to let you know that Amari is wanted by 6 clubs. It's like, you give with the left and you take with the right. But it's interesting. Lots of links coming in. We'll try and cover them as we go. We're back live, obviously, Sunday. Don't forget, 5 p.m, where I will warn you now. So, if you don't tune in, I understand. I will probably be trying the new software out again, because I'm now off this afternoon to really drill into why some of the issues happened and why they didn't happen, etc., and really sort of drill down as to how we can make that better. And I hope, if it's something that we do, you can see the evolution of the channel. You can see what we're trying to do. But we do value your feedback. truly. So do get your feedback in. That would be really appreciated. Just let us know what was good, what wasn't, so we can work on it. And if it's something that we abandon, it's something that we abandon, but you never know unless you try, as they say. Mike says, it'd be interesting to see what K-Mac's transfer budget is. Yeah, another way. You've got to feel that'll be supplemented by transfers out. So while it's a blow to perhaps be I can't even make it sound good that we're possibly losing Amari. That is a blow the way you look at it. He's a great player, really good player, really bags of potential. You can replace him, he says, but I won't say he's irreplaceable, but he's certainly, for what you would expect from Amari Hutchinson in the Championship, he's going to be special. And it's really disappointing if you lose that, because it's going to be a special player. He was already really good in the Championship. He's now had a year's experience in the Premier League. You're thinking players like Amari are going to hit the Championship and really, impressive seasons are incoming. So to lose him would be a blow. But we got through the first hurdle. Kieran McKenna's still the manager of the football club. Brentford obviously went in a different direction. A bold move by Brentford. I kind of really like it. It's a really bold move. Keith Andrews' first managerial appointment, done well as a set-piece coach. My thoughts on set-piece coaches. Good ones are worth their weight in gold. So interesting, bold. I like it. Why not? Why not reward a young coach that's done well at your football club? And I like it. I'm not sure if I was a Brentford fan, I'd be as in love with it, because it is obviously unknown territory. But I'm not a Brentford fan, and I can't speak for Brentford fans. So, they may be delighted with it. I've not looked. I've not checked. But it's a bold move. It's a brave. Could argue it's a brave move, and I like it. I do like that when clubs, stick to their principles, if you like, and reward good young coaches. It's kind of interesting, because obviously if McKenna was left, have we got somebody now in our own coaching ranks that that would fall to, where you could say, they've done really well, or they're ready for that step up? Obviously, we've already lost some coaches this season, so I don't know. I don't know. Let us know your thoughts on that one. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here, talk through what went wrong, talk through why we're doing it or why we're trying it. Get your feedback. Keep that feedback coming in. It's sometimes tough to read, but when you read things like, it's crap, it's because it's you've worked hard on it, or you'll continue to working hard on it. But I need it. We need that feedback. As I say, for fans, by fans, this platform. So I want to bring you all with me, because we're making the changes to try and elevate what we do to make it a more engaging, better viewer experience. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I didn't expect anyone to be on here with me. I just thought I'd talk to a camera and sort of, say my piece. But there'll be a behind the scenes video coming out if I can get that together. John Shawes says, selling as a relegated club goes with the territory, I'm afraid. Just spend wisely and get some players of similar quality to replace. Top comment there, John. Appreciate it. Appreciate that comment as well. But I'll put it on the screen, I think. It's good work. But yeah, thanks for watching. I didn't expect anybody to be here with me, as I've said. Like, subscribe. If you're brand new here, stick with me. Stick with us. Subscribe. Join the Talk in Town. I don't want to say movement, just doing Talk in Town. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching and appreciate your feedback. But, some things didn't go well, and I understand that. Anyway, take care. I'm off now to edit the behind the scenes video together. Look at what went wrong, what went right. There were some things that went right with it. Let's not get away from that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll talk more in depth about the fixture list and other stuff on Sunday, 5 p.m. So do join us there and then. But until then, take care. God bless. Thanks for watching.